So that video was from Taylor Swift's new tour, and it hurts my soul, you guys. I used to be such a huge fan. So in this song, like the music video, they're legitimately playing witches. It's not like this is artistic, like they're witches. They're doing a ritual in the woods with fire. That's the thing. This reminds me of the Grammys. This reminds me of so many performances, Kanye West tour, where like they're doing rituals on the stage in their cloaks, like playing with witchcraft like it's trendy and like it's cute. And the spiritual realm is not a joke. Music, demonic spirits travel through music, even if you think it's cute, even if you think it's fun. It's not cute to dress up like the devil. It's not cute to pretend like you're possessed or like you're a witch. And you're not gonna catch me listening to these artists because music opens you up to the spiritual realm. The first 5 letters in the word entertainment are enter, and demonic spirits can enter you through movies, music, media, horror movies, witchcraft movies, songs that are about sin and violence and murder and witchcraft. Obviously, celebrities like to be controversial with this stuff. They like the shock factor, they like freaking people out, but I am telling you, don't listen to this stuff. This is not something that, as a culture, as Christians, as people that love God, we're not going to support this. We're not going to be okay with this. And I'm not going to this concert because I'm not putting myself in an environment where it looks like witchcraft rituals are being done on stage. I don't care how much I love an artist, I love God more. And it just makes me think of Astroworld, you know, demons on the stage singing about demonic music and invoking that. People say it's cute, it's artistic expression. Maybe they're really not into it. Maybe they're a Satanist, maybe they think it's just cute or trendy. Whatever the reason is, I don't care. I'm not going to be supporting that. Witchcraft is an abomination to God. It is a huge portal and open door for demonic spirits. The devil is trying so hard to infiltrate culture and make it socially okay and culturally cool to worship him, and that's not okay with me. And Taylor, if you happen to see this, Jesus loves you so much with all of his heart. He died on the cross for you, and there are much better ways to express these ideas and melodies and lyrics that point people towards Jesus, not towards the darkness. The best creative ideas come from your creator, and he loves you with all of his heart. So many people around the world look up to you, and what would it look like for you to point them towards a love that could satisfy the depths of their heart?
Well said. Took the words right out of my mouth. The influence of witchcraft, Satanism, and the occult in the music industry and the entertainment industry as a whole is nothing new. There was the burning of rock records in the 60s, most notably after John Lennon said the Beatles were more popular than Jesus. Since the 1970s, we've seen countless examples of backmasking, hiding satanic messages in songs that are exposed when played backwards. We've seen artists and bands like Black Sabbath, Marilyn Manson, and Megadeth explicitly promote Satanism throughout the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And now here in the 2000s, rappers are getting more and more bold with dressing up like the devil in music videos, getting satanic tattoos, performing live with satanic symbols on stage, and saying satanic things in their lyrics without even trying to hide it. So anyway, the video in the beginning is referring to Taylor Swift performing the song Willow live. Taylor Swift herself has said multiple things about this song. She has said it sounds like casting a spell to make someone fall in love with you. And when she posted a Dancing Witch version on her Twitter account to celebrate her birthday in 2020, she said about the remix, "Witches be like, sometimes I just want to listen to music while pining away, sulking, staring out a window. It's me, I'm witches." In the music video for the song, Taylor Swift and her dancers are dressed as a coven of witches in the forest wearing black robes and carrying golden orbs. And it has no relevance to the lyrics she's singing at that point. It's also worth mentioning that willow is a standard material used to make magic wands. But it's not just willow. She also references witch hunts in her song I Did Something Bad, where she says, "They're burning all the witches, even if you aren't one." In her 2020 song Invisible String, there's a line that says, "One single thread of gold tied me to you." A golden thread is an esoteric symbol of knowledge. Her song Cruel Summer has lines like, "Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes, and no rules in breakable heaven." And then 1 minute and 6 seconds into the video, Her eyes illuminate blue, indicating someone who possesses the evil eye and or practices witchcraft and magic. In her song, I Can Fix Him, No Really I Can, she elevates herself above God and compares sex to heaven. She says, they shake their heads saying, God help her when I tell them he's my man. But your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. He doesn't lift a finger. He doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix him. No, really, I can. And only I can. Good boy, that's right. Come close, I'll show you heaven. If you'll be an angel all mine, trust me, I can handle me, a dangerous man. No, really, I can. In LOML, or Love of My Life, her love interest takes her to hell, and she refers to him as the Holy Ghost. In But Daddy, I Love Him, she mocks a Christian upbringing, saying things like, I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. I just learned these people try and save you because they hate you. They slam the door on my whole world, the one thing I wanted. I'll tell you something right now, I'd rather burn my whole life down than listen to one more second of all this griping and moaning. I'll tell you something right now, you ain't gotta pray for me and my wild boy, and all of this wild joy. So she's rebelling against her so-called church family because they don't approve of her boyfriend, who appears to be a bad influence. The ultimate symbolism of this is choosing something above God. Maybe this boyfriend is symbolic of the devil. In her song Karma, she says, "'Cause karma is my boyfriend, karma is a god?" She also says, me and karma vibe like that. She's claimed to be a Christian several times on several different occasions. Would someone who claims to be a Christian say things like that? Staying on Karma, her first appearance in the music video is a depiction of Nemesis, the Greek goddess of revenge. A few seconds later, she blows purple magical dust toward 3 grim reapers. There's an hourglass and a clock that shows midnight, both probably apocalyptical references. Also in the music video, she climbs a pyramid to the top with Ice Spice to indicate that she is climbing the ladder of the occult elite. And both the moon and Saturn are shown in the music video, both of which are worshipped in cult circles. She praised fans for casting spells, among other things, during her Eras tour. There are also a number of chants and rituals she initiated during her Eras tour. Replies to certain things she said, claps, screams, whatever it was. One of them was, "Take us to church, Taylor," since Swifties believe that her song Don't Blame Me is a religious experience. That's kind of their inside joke. Chants are a red flag, of course, because witches and magicians regularly use incantations. Taylor Swift has admitted to being interested in numerology, one example being that she considers 13 her lucky number, and she drew 13 on her hand before every performance during her Fearless tour. To make things worse, scary even, on October 31st, 2022, October 31st, 13 backwards, Taylor Swift held every single position in the US Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 list. She often leaves clues numerically about when her next album will drop, or something she generally wants to communicate. And her fans, or her Swifties, get real excited trying to figure it out. In an interview, she said, "I trained them to be that way." Catch that. Former New Age practitioner turned Christian Doreen Virtue said, "She may not think she is a witch, she may not think she is engaged with witchcraft, but she is doing one thing for certain. She is glorifying witchcraft. How do I know this? Because I used to be engaged in activities just like this. I'm very concerned for Taylor Swift's soul, but most of all, I'm concerned for her fans." Priest Dan Rehill said this about her. "She is an incredibly talented and influential artist, and so the demons will take deep note of what she's doing and how she's doing it and who she's influencing. Even if her intent was not to practice any witchcraft or do any of the incantations, she is probably attracting a lot of demons to her concerts. That's where the problem can lie, because then you have these little girls who, literally sort of worship her, who are now putting themselves in a position where they could be attacked by demonic forces. And that's a big reason why I made this video. Taylor Swift is literally being worshipped by millions of people who don't even realize her true nature. Former boy band singer Shane Lynch said, "I think when you're looking at a lot of the artists out there, a lot of their stage shows are satanic rituals live in front of 20,000 people without them realizing and recognizing. You'll see a lot of hoods up and masks on and fire ceremonies, even down to Taylor Swift, one of the biggest artists in the world. You watch one of her shows, and she has 2 or 3 different demonic rituals to do with the pentagrams on the ground, to do with all sorts of stuff on her stage. When it comes to a lot of music that's out there at the moment, more of the hip-hop side of things, there is a lot of hidden satanic and a lot of evil within them, including down to the beats. It's very real." Kira Fontana, who worked as a vocal coach to major labels and shows such as Glee and The Voice before embracing Christianity, told the Christian Post that the longer she spent in the music industry, the more disillusioned she became by the darkness she witnessed all around her. She said, "It's darker than most people could ever imagine. If you look at the content of the lyrics of the songs that are played on the radio, it's unbelievably immoral and dark and anti-Jesus. When I started to see the sheer percentage of songs and videos that were leaning heavily in that direction, I came to recognize that it could not be an accident. People in very powerful positions are backing it. There are gatekeepers who are wanting this content that we hear now to be prevalent in our society. It's akin to poisoning our community, and our kids are drinking from a very, very, very destructive cup. I saw the effect on kids as I worked in the city, and that effect is spreading. People can try to minimize what comes out of Hollywood and say, oh, it's just entertainment, but it has a tremendous effect on the psyches and souls of our young people. The church needs to stand up against this darkness because it's truly having a devastating effect on the next generation." Taylor Swift is no exception. Her music may seem harmless, it may seem like merely entertainment, but it's much deeper than that. Her music has the same goal as many pop artists today: to pledge her allegiance to the devil and to gradually, subconsciously bring us along with her. Don't fall for it. She may say she's a Christian, but her actions speak much louder than her words. You be vigilant.